Hello everyone, this is Bundy from Minecraft. Welcome back to episode 4. It's been quite a while since my last episode, unfortunately, or fortunately for us here. We've had family visiting over the last few weeks, and I just haven't been able to find time to record, though I have put a little bit of time in and around the base and in the nether. So why don't we switch over to first person and let's show you what we got here. So of course we're here in our skeleton farm. It's been working really well. I've added a few extra things. I've got a new an ender chest here for all of our main stuff, just an assortment of picks and blocks that I might need here or there, as well as some ender eyes. Got a couple wither skulls so far. I'll show you that when we get to the nether, and I'm doing pretty good with the resources. So in here, of course, I added a little bit of a chest right here just for some of my more important stuff too. Thanks for the suggestion, Sarah, in the comments. Send me more comments if you have anything else you'd like me to do within the base or in any of the other locations where I'm at. The skeleton farm, as I said, been working great. I decided to add a... Get out of the way. I added a TNT drop spot there for the XP, so when I can go AFK for a while and get 100 or 200 or however many I want, and just get them all in one shot, as opposed to sitting there for 15 minutes hitting them as we go. So let's head on into the put my helmet on here, and we'll head on into the nether and show you what we've got. Okay, so I've got pigmen everywhere, so I gotta watch where I'm when I walk through the things that I'm not gesturing in one direction or other. I don't know how many times I've aggroed these pigmen, but I've been died many times. So right off the bat, I've got I set up two portals. I got a skeleton farm and to our home base here. I've got a portal way down at the end there, which is connects us to our nearest village, and I used that to bring a few villagers over into our base, and through over to the other side there where I have a villager trading center. So we'll check out that later, but while we're here in the nether, I'll show you what we've got. I've got a rail line heading out here to the nearest mesa, which is about 100 blocks in the nether, or sort of 800 in the overworld. So we'll take a look at the mesa biome later on in the episode. In the meantime, another great bonus of this seed is that we have a nether fortress right off of spawn, which is very convenient. It's not a really big fortress, but over in the corner there are a couple blaze spawners, and off in the distance behind that large wall there is a second nether fortress, much larger than this one, which was great because unfortunately I had to go over there to find some nether wart. The smaller one here didn't have any nether wart, and I needed it for fire resistance potions when battling those blazes. Speaking of which, there are more blazes right here. But the nether fortress was close nonetheless. The platform that we're looking at right here is for trying to catch some wither skeletons and getting their heads for a beacon. I've already got 2 skulls so far. They came quite quickly at the beginning, but this third skull is taking forever. According to the wiki, it says 5.5% with a looting 3 sword. I've killed probably 50 or 60 since I got those first 2, and getting nothing but coal. Maybe we should get out of here though, and so this blaze doesn't get us. Shout out to McBean and his girls, who are also having the same problem with getting wither skulls, so hopefully they have better luck than I did. So let's head on over to our home base, show you what else I've got going on in there. we've been maintaining our garden area and collecting up what we can. I've switched it over to majority of it being potatoes at the moment, because one of the villagers that I have in the trading area is really likes to trade emeralds for potatoes, so that seemed to be the right thing to do. I was living off of carrots for the longest time, and then finally decided, why don't I actually bring a few animals down? So of course I've got some pigs and some cows, both of which are set up with carpet underneath them and a hopper chain that collects them all up and pushes them up these droppers up into the chests. And so far so good. They work great. I've got just decided to do some cobblestone walls around the outside. Took me a while to figure out exactly what I wanted to do here, but I wanted an easy in and easy out option, and of course you can't jump over these. So what I did was, if I can move this guy out of the way, is a trick if you didn't know. If you put a fence post underneath a cobblestone wall, it brings you up one level so that now you can hop out. These guys figure it out every once in a while, or I don't know if they figure it out, but they just get pushed out occasionally. So I have found a few cows and pigs roaming around. I think there's one in the ravine down below, but I figured I'll let him live just until he gets in the way. But they're doing quite well. Got a fair amount of cooked pork, as well as now with the villagers. I'm collecting some raw pork chops too, as well as some raw beef. I decided one of the things in my ender chest here is I've got a sharpness fire aspect, as well as looting 3 sword, so that when I want to get cooked meat, I can use that, and then in the meantime I can use this one here. The only problem with my regular one is that it has what does it have? It has a knockback on it, and when I do hit these guys, a lot of the time they fly out the other side, so I have to hit them more downward as opposed to hitting them sideways. So not a big deal. So let's head on over here, so that I didn't hear these guys talking all the time as well. I set up my infinite breeding patch here. This is one of Impulse SV's creations. Again, I'll have the tutorial down in the description. What this does, of course, is these two. There's one guy in the back here. Impulse can give you more info in his tutorial, but there's one guy down below here with some doors, and these two guys, one of them being a farmer, is constantly trying to create babies with this other guy here, the cleric, and the little guys, when they start running around crazy, fall into these troughs. Now, Impulses only has one on this side, but I found that it wasn't always catching the little guys, and they were growing up in here, and there was a big party happening. So I put a second one in on the side here, and it seems to be working out really well. So they of course they go down to here, and oh wow, it looks like I got 3 guys down here ready to come up top. As soon as they get a little bit older, they're going to float to the top here, over to the side, and then drop down the chute into our village trading area. I've got a few other waterways here, one over the bottom there, just in case I lose one of these 2 guys here by accident, or I kill them, or they're not performing properly. I will send them out and put them into the trading and bring another guy up from below and into here. So got lots of different routes here. Let's head on down below. This is just the back route to get to it. This shows us where our one villager is. That's with the doors, maintaining the village down below. And then in here, we'll head on in, and passageways going everywhere. These are the No, actually, I'll explain that in a sec. But those are the passage routes that go through to the trading cells. So, if I was to have went through the portal that was connected to my Nether hub, I would come out right there, and as you can see, I've already got a few guys set up here. Some toolsmiths, some armor. Guys here, some clerics, and I think I don't know what that guy is there, but what's my potato guy? And I've got a few different librarians here, Silk Touch, a Fortune 3. So if I don't want to have to work the XP farm to try and get the enchanted books for those. For those enchantments, I can go ahead and do that. And now in here, as you can see, let's just back up here a little bit. I've opened this up a bit so I can see when I've got other villagers in here that are just this is just kind of a holding area so that they don't back up anywhere in particular. But these guys here, I can come up to them and take a look. This this weaponsmith guy right here. I've got several weaponsmiths already, so this trading hall set up here, which we'll look at a little bit in a sec, is from Tango Tech, one of his very old ones, but still works even in 1.8 versions. So it allows me to, if I like them, what I'm going to do. If I don't like them, I'm going to drop them. It just opens up the bottom and opens up a trapdoor above, so that the next guy, as he comes around here into my little loop, they'll drop into there, and I can see whether it's somebody I want to keep. If it's somebody that I want to keep, like this librarian here, now he's got a projectile protection 3. If I really wanted to keep him, then I'll decide what cell I want to put him into, and what I can do is I can click this button here. What this does is it triggers a block there down below, a couple pistons and a gate, so that it brings them up into the loop around here and then drops them into their cells from above. I'm not keeping any of those guys right now, so let's close that. As I mentioned, in here in the back, Tango Tech has created this very easy, very tileable setup here that allows you to, as I said, when villagers come down from up above, they drop right into here and get sucked into this current and go along a loop right here over and over and over again until they decide to drop them into it. This gate right here is currently open, so the next guy coming around is going to drop into there. The gate will close and the water will push through all the way. Each time that one of those guys, I dispose of one of those guys or keep them, the corresponding gate will open up. Very good, and it's helped out a lot. This is the redirect if I lose one of those two guys up in my infinite breeding patch area there, and if they are being disposed of, what I've got is a long drop way off in the distance. You can see that guy down there right now. He's just about going to get to the end there, and then he's going to drop into some lava and dispose of them. Now, the reason why I've got it way down there is because from what Impulse says is that you need to be at least 16 blocks away from the villagers when you do kill them, so that it doesn't destroy your reputation in the village. So this is my I guess save block here. What it does is it says it sends the signal comes all the way down below here from above from there. So what happens is this the button on the wall triggers it here, goes through a pistonless T flip-flop. There you go. From E04, I use that in my Skelly farm. This torch tower goes up, and really all the purpose of that is to turn on the light that was in the ceiling so that I know that it's activated. But you can see that a better look here at the 5 spots I have right here. just sounded like I heard somebody drop into that one slot there, so we can find him later as well. But so the signal comes down here, extends the pistons right here to blocks the passage down below there, and because of there's water above this gate here and the water here, when this gate opens, they swim up, and if we head up to the top, we'll see the passageway for that. So they come up there, up the chute right here, and then go all the way down accordingly to whatever spot I want to put them into. Now, as I said, I set this up so that I could feed them in here properly. Now I don't have a disposal area set up for these guys yet if they overstay their welcome, but they're pretty good. And this is just a crisscross over here to the other side again, so that I can do that, so that I don't have to run back around again all the time. Here's the other side of where our light is, and we're back here again. So if we look here, I thought I heard this guy drop in, and of course we've got a fisherman, and this fisherman, of course, I haven't traded with any fishing, any guy yet. So I haven't done any fishing yet, that is. So I really haven't explored what they do. But I have one of the spider farms or I guess spider spawners that I had in my abandoned mine shaft. When I activate that at a point down the road, I'll have plenty of string here to trade for emeralds. And should be able to get tons of emeralds. So here's another Fletcher here. Again, similar to a fisherman, wants string. Toolsmith here just wants coal to start off with, and iron. And again, this other fisherman here. So I think I've got 2 fishermen. So let's get rid of this guy here. So we've probably got 3 guys. Remember those 3 guys that we had up top that were just growing? They're going to be coming along soon, so somebody's going to drop into here. The only lossless part that I can find on this, and I don't know how to really get around it yet, is that occasionally if there's one guy coming down the chute here, coming around the loop right as I drop this guy, sometimes I'll have that guy drop down below and straight through as well. But we've got an infinite supply of villagers, so I really don't have to worry if I lose a guy here or there. Let's get rid of this tool guy here as well, and send him on his way, and we'll see what the next guy. So there was the librarian coming up, so we'll see what he comes and brings to the table as well. So this it was pretty good. So I set this up in a spot where when I expand the base down the road, this wall here actually continues up and connects up with the natural wall from the desert temple up in my main base. So of course at some point down the road I'm going to totally blow all this out here and make a big area below. So if we head through here, here's the other way of getting through to here, and of course here's our ravine, and drop back down to our mining area, strip mines, and back up to the top here. So we've done a fair amount off camera, and certainly the bringing the villagers over here was one of my first things that I wanted to do, just because I wanted to do villager trading. I'd never done that before, but of course my daughters were saying, "Dad, work on the livestock here first. Don't get a source of food before you start bringing villagers over." But hey, priorities. I got these guys here eventually. I was a vegetarian living off of carrots forever, but they're there. And of course I added my netherwort farm over here too, and you can see that I've got plenty of netherwort and lots of blaze rods, and fair amount of magma cream from in the nether as well. So I seem to be having no problems with getting potions doing there. I had to do up a fair amount of fire resistance potions when I was looking at the blaze farms in the nether, and both of which I blocked off and disabled them so that I could maybe do something with them down the road. I was thinking that it would potentially help cut down the amount of blazes that are showing up here, but as you can see, These blazes are still hanging around here, and they seem to be the ones that are causing me to get these pigmen all aggroed. Totally can't hit this guy right now. I'm usually pretty good at that, but one more try. Man, I'm a crack shot if on my own, but when I'm recording, can't hit them at all. But so let's take a look over and take a walk over to our through our fort here, and take a quick peek down here to see if there's any more. Oh, here, a couple more guys here. Oh, man, that was a total hit. It's nailing me. So, gotta watch. They do. These platforms do spawn regular skeletons as well, and that guy was just hitting me hard there. I didn't know it snuck up behind me. Now, of course, no more. Still didn't get in that third skeleton head yet, but it's. I'll find it eventually. Let's just get these guys out of here. There you go. So, not too hard to kill these guys, and I'm not overly concerned about any damage because protection 4 on all of my armor is great. So over here, and just if we step up here, over in the corner there, out of those two spots are my blaze farms. Let's head on down there and show you. Oh, wrong way. Show you what I've got there. I have another portal right here which goes to another mesa biome. Turned out that I had two really close, and I didn't need to do that railway probably after all, but hey, it's doing a little sky bridge railway all the way there that was something I hadn't done yet. So I probably don't need these here anymore. These were while I was fighting and clearing out the space. And I aggroed a couple pigmen and ended up losing all my gear. And now I block off the passageway anytime I was going to go working on it. So let's head up here. I haven't done it yet, but Snow Crash has a great blaze farm. So I may end up using that down the road when we do this. And of course, I'll when I get that done, I'll show you that and pass on the tutorial then as well. But in the meantime, I just used the first part of his tutorial to learn how to block it off. Well, actually, I'll put it into the description regardless, just in case you want to tackle a blaze farm before I do. Over here, of course, is the other blaze farm. They're very close, but and I probably could maybe do a dual blaze farm, but they're not as close as other people have said theirs are. So I think I'll maybe hold off and just tackle one instead of two. But as I said, there's where I was before, and this is the extent of the Nether Fortress. It doesn't go very far, but as I said, I've got two blaze farms right there and back there, and as I said, helped branching over to the other one to get some nether warts. Now, as I said, I thought that every fortress had nether wart in it, but even Doc M77 in latest Hermitcraft UHC had a really hard time finding nether wart. He had to go through 2 or 3 nether fortresses and still came up short. Didn't find any nether wart. So it's not out of the ordinary that they won't have nether wart. So as I said, I looked over here. You can see that there's just the edge of one right there, and found some nether wart there, and that allowed me to bring in the get the some potions going and get that fire resistance that I needed. Of course, hanging out over here, trying to fight the wither skeletons, trying to get 3 skulls, because eventually I'd like to get a beacon going. it's taken a lot of damage on my gear. You can see that it's been knocked down quite a bit. My helmet I just repaired because it was right down to nothing. It's certainly been quite the experience. Every day I'll come in and I'll see if I can spend a little bit of time and maybe find a wither skeleton that's going to give me that third skull. Maybe it'll be one of these guys will be the lucky guys. Oh. Every time I see that coal, I think, oh, it's so promising. I think, oh, I got it. But it's just coal. As McBean said, it must be somehow related to Santa Claus, and we must be on the naughty list because all of us are just getting coal for days. So let's take a quick travel down our route here. Now I've got one block of glass right above this so that I don't have to worry about any gas shooting at me or any of the pigmen getting in the way and of the tracks. So it's very good, good use of that. If we go into here, hopefully it's not nighttime, but we'll take a quick look and show you that we've got only a little bit more time left. We've got it's a very big, humongous, that is, mesa biome that, as I said, I've gathered a few things over the last while, and that's been pretty good. Let's get this guy before he comes over and gets me. And of course, if I need some acacia down the road, I can always come here as well. I've done a little bit of exploring in the Nether when I was trying to find the some fortresses, and as I said, I found the one right away, and then I went off in the direction that over behind the portal that I'm just coming from, and I went on for quite a while. Little do I know that over to the other side there was another fortress there. So it seems to work out really well. The only catch that I have to watch out for every once in a while is I get quite a few pigmen showing up into the skeleton farm because they walk in here and they stand here and get sucked into the portal. Yeah, that's it. So what until later, let's just turn around here so we can see where we're at. So until next time, hopefully it won't be so long until the next time around. I hope you enjoyed this episode. So please leave me a like, comment, and or favorite if you can. That'd be great. I'm still sitting at less than 10 followers, so hopefully you can help me out. So take it easy, and we'll see you real soon.